Hello, my friends. My name is Timothy Nelson, and I was profoundly grateful to have had the opportunity to stage direct the Staunton Music Festival's 2019 production of Handel's Oratorio, Theodora. I was so grateful for a couple of reasons, and I want to talk to you about those today. The first is that I've always been fascinated as a stage director with what subjects either musical or dramatic composers turn to at the end of their life when they know that their last days are coming. Handel, at what was the end of his compositional life, when he knew that he would no longer be able to write music, Theodora is the only oratorio that Handel wrote on a saint story, not on a biblical story, and not on another mythological story, but rather on the lives of the saints. This is a tradition in oratorio that went all the way back to the Roman oratorios of Carissimi, but for Handel it is the only one that he wrote. The music in this oratorio, as you go towards the end, deepens in a way that the most heartrending and authentically Handelian music, Handel at the high point of his musical prowess, comes to pass in the final moments of the piece. And in that way, Theodora is a celebration of life after death. One thing you'll notice when examining the production is the use of a very choreographed hand language, or body language even. This is called semaphores. It's a style of communicating story or narrative or emotion that is very ancient, and in this production figured heavily in the way that we approached this strange meeting between the immediate drama and the removed consideration of an intellectual point, which is, of course, what an oratorio does. Also in that vein, you'll notice there are no costumes, there's no set, there are simple wooden boxes. Many times the entire cast is on stage watching their colleagues, their artistic family members go through this journey. That's very intentional. We didn't want to stage the piece as if it were something other than an oratorio. It is an oratorio. The wonderfulness about oratorio is that it embraces its own existence. It is self-consciously aware of what it is. So what this is more than a staging is a ritualization. It is intended to be a community spiritual experience by both the audience and the performers. You'll notice moments where the performers are quite emotional in a genuine, authentic way. And this speaks to that element of art as community ritual, and not just as unilateral performance.
Fruits and rose your ever grow.
this connects to the final remark I want to make about the experience of making this piece, not just the piece that was made. And that is Handel's compositional style. It's more than that. His dramatic style, his whole entire artistry at the end of his life became such a full and deep synthesis of all that he was. There are few composers that were able to synthesize all of their prowess in such a complete way. These are most represented in the oratorios, much more so than the operas, actually. And Theodora is the high point of all that. It's stunning. It is awesome to imagine how he brought so many threads of his own artistry together in one piece. This is very much the way we approached making the piece, that what ended up in performance on that magical evening in August of 2019 wasn't one evening, but it was a whole week. And that in and of itself is stunning, but a whole week of making it together, of working in the room, and the process of making it cannot be divided from what was made. It's something very special about the culture of the Staunton Music Festival that allowed that sort of making together with artists of beautiful technique, of beautiful natural talent, but also of beautiful spirits that were able and willing and open to come together and to make this this profoundly moving version and homage to Handel's late oratorio, Theodora.